to me.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another episode of Patty's Panel. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're a returning supporter, thank you guys so much for coming back to the panel. Happy New Year! Woo! Happy New Year! Welcome to 2025. Welcome to 2025 at Patty's Panel. You're live. You sitting here with me. I'm so happy to be speaking with you guys here in 2025. We made it. Baby, we made it. We made it. I'm very thankful to be sitting here in front of you guys today, coming to you with another video. I have missed you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a great start to your January so far, to your 2025 so far. Honestly, for me, I feel like the time is already going by fast. I know for a lot of people, 2024 was a little bit rough. But 2025, we're going to go ahead and claim it. We're going to have an amazing year. Our year is going to be filled with expectations that we could not even comprehend. It's going to go above and beyond. We're going to have a fun year. We're going to have a year full of laughter. We're going to have a prosperous year. We're going to have a persevering year. We're going to push ourselves to the limit, Shout out to Corbin Blue. We're going to do the damn thing. We have things to do this year, you guys. And I want to talk about goal setting. I want to talk about what I got going on in 2025. I want to talk about what you can expect here in 2025. So if you want to know what's going on and how to keep on track, keep on watching. All right, y'all. So I have my tea here with me. So it's serious. We're having tea time. You know what I'm saying? I got me a nice cup of tea here. So let's talk about goal setting. You know, a lot of people talk about like New Year's resolutions, and a lot of people at this point, I have seen a lot of shame, you know, a little bit of negativity towards New Year's resolutions and this, that, and the third. I think a lot of people don't like the idea of New Year's resolutions because a lot of people tend to not stick to them. I heard a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not making New Year's resolutions, blah, 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 blah. I don't know about y'all, I'm making New Year's resolutions. I have very high hopes. I have very high dreams. And I'm writing my plans down and I'm making it plain. I'm a praying girl, okay? So, you know, it's in the scripture to write your goals, your dreams down and make it plain. I tend to do this every year. And so I have this notebook here called Be Still. This is my notebook. This is what I like to call my prayer notebook, my journal notebook, my manifestation notebook, not putting time frame on my goals. I think that's where people kind of get discouraged. It's amazing to have goals and it's amazing to give yourself a time frame, you know, giving yourself grace, which I want to definitely touch on a little bit later in the video. But I think time frames is a little bit tricky, and I want you guys to be careful when you're making your goals, your dreams for this new year. A time frame is amazing because it helps you to stay on track for your goals. However, it gets tricky. It's getting sticky. Y'all, I am going to that Tyler Creator concert. I don't care if I have to go by myself. I am going to the Tyler Creator concert because it's getting sticky, okay? But you tend to have that time frame and you don't stick to it. That's when we start to doubt ourselves. That's when we start to think like, is this even for me? That's when we start to think, is this even achievable? Are we capable? However, they are so important because, you know, they give you a very structure. They give you structure. Yeah, that's the word. They give you structure, and I think it's nice to have structure when you have your goals. You don't want to just be floating around and have these goals all over. However, depending what the goal is, I think it's important important to give yourself some grace, some wiggle room, you know, give yourself the ability to either shorten or expand the goal depending on what it is. Write it down and make it plain. However, you know, putting a time frame on it might be a little discouraging if you do not reach that mark that you think you're going to. So that's what I mean when I mean like putting time on our goals. But I think it's so important to write it down. You guys, if you believe in manifestation, if you believe in prayer, if you believe in writing it down and make it plain, get a notebook and just write, just jot, just put everything your heart desires, just write it out. I have that here, and it's so beautiful to just look back and see the things that I have written down, the things that I'm still working on that I wrote years ago, and some things that I have already accomplished, and some things that, you know, I don't even see it. I don't even see how I'm going to get to it, but it's still a desire. It is still a dream. And to me, I feel like when you have a dream and you have a desire and it does not leave your heart, it is placed there for a reason. It is something that you are supposed to go for. It is something you are supposed to pursue. It is something that you're supposed to persevere through, because there's a reason why you cannot stop thinking about it. But that's why, you know, like I am, you need to pray over your goals. You need to pray over your dreams, your desires, and you also need to pray for discernment. Special words that we can place in this video is discernment, you know, timing. Timing is so important. You know, it's important to just trust in the timing. It's important to also be able to put some time frames on things if you can, just to give yourself some structure, give yourself some oomph, like you have a goal and you can see it very clearly. I think no matter how big or small your goal it is so important to write it down. 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 I think it's also fun to see how much we change throughout the years. There are some goals I have wrote in this notebook, and there are some things that I've been dreaming about for like years now. The vision has not deterred one bit. If anything, it has become stronger. I can see it more clearly, and I want it even more, you know, years later. Even though it's something I haven't achieved, you know, it's something that I know that is still on my heart and I still want it. So much time has passed, but yet here I am still desiring these things, praying over it, writing it plain, you know, trusting that this is a vision and this is a goal that is still on my heart. So it must be something that I still need to work towards. You know, when you have other goals, I have some goals in here, y'all. I just be like, what, you know? But it's so nice to like see where we were at certain points of our lives, certain ages, and see our interests, our desires at that time, and see how much we have grown, see how much we have kind of leaned away from those things. And not to say those goals weren't important, but that's just where you were at that point of your life. And now you've moved on to other desires, other dreams, other goals, and maybe those things are more aligned with where you are at this point and where you see yourself long term. And that's okay. I think, you know, people are so scared of change. Please don't be scared of change in 2025. Don't be scared to pivot in 2025. There's so many amazing things that can happen when your mindset changes, when your perspective changes, when you see things in a different light, when your interests change, when you mature, when you're growing. And you know, a lot of these changes internally come out on the exterior. So a lot of things that we used to like, a lot of the hobbies, a lot of the activities we used to like are not things we like anymore, and that's okay. It's called life. It's called growing. I think people are scared to fail. I think people are scared to seem like they can't achieve something that they put out for people to see, because they don't want to seem like a failure. They don't want to seem like what they tried to do didn't work, when in all reality, like, that's just life. You know, don't be afraid. You try it, you fail, try again. If it's still on your heart, you know, find a different way to go about it. Find a different way to navigate it. If it's no longer on your heart, that was a project that you tried, it failed, it is what it is, and you move. So for me, I want to talk about some of the things that I have going on in 2025, just a little bit, and how I plan to go about it. As I stated in my previous video, content creation is a dream of mine. I plan to really tap in this year. You know, just push past my fears, push past my doubts. I really enjoy content creation, and it's been really touching to have the people around me support me. I have some people that do, I have some people that don't, I have some people that don't really comment on their journey, and I have some people that really encourage me on my journey. And I'm very thankful for everyone, no matter what it is, because it is what it is. Everyone is not going to support you, but it's very important to be careful with your dreams and your goals and who you talk to, because you want to talk to people that, you know, pour life into you, people that believe in you, people that see your vision. So shout out to my girl Kima. She got me this sign, you guys. If you can see, it says Patty's Panel. You guys, we are official. I love this, and it just shows me, like, you know, she believes in the vision. She sees the vision, and that is very important when you guys are going about your dreams and your goals this 2025. Very important that a lot of people around you, family, friends, some of your closest friends, you know, some of your family, you know what I'm saying, will not see the vision, will not understand what you are doing, will not support you, will not speak on it, will not nothing, you know, will not watch the content, will not share the content, will not do anything. And I think it's important to understand that that is okay too. You know, it took me a long time to get to this point, but I want to encourage you guys to not seek external validation when going about your dreams and goals. It always feels so good to have people support you. It always feels so good to have other people understand what you're trying to do and where you are coming from. However, it's also very important to not lean on that, to not feel like you have to have that to move forward, to feel like you have to have that to feel like you're doing the right thing. I truly believe that these dreams and these goals that we have deep down inside were meant for us for a reason. And, you know, external validation is great, but it is not something that you should be solely reliable on. Please have these dreams and goals in mind and be ready to conquer them, validation or not. One person in your corner, 100 people in your corner, 1,000 people in your corner, 0 people in your corner. You will foster the community, you will foster the relationship, you will foster the like-minded people that you are looking for, as long as you stay on track. So I want you guys to remember that when you are thinking about your dreams and your goals and you're telling them to people, and, you know, they might not give you the reaction that you thought you were going to get. There's gonna be people in your corner one day and no one in your corner the next. Like I said, 0 people in your corner and 100 strangers in your corner. You never really know, but it's important to be content with what you're doing for yourself. Be confident and courageous with what you're doing for yourself. Understand that you are enough, you are worthy, you are able, and you are capable, and you don't need other people to clap for you, as long as you are clapping for yourself, as long as you're putting in that action, as long as you are believing and you're having discernment about who you tell what to. You will tell the right person something, and that can open a million more doors for you. So just believe that, trust in yourself, and trust in it's important to watch what you do with your tongue, especially when it comes to your dreams and your goals this year. Okay, we have a lifetime, and that's period. And that's what I'm talking about, time frame. You know, we might not be able to achieve everything we want to do in 2025, but God willing, we have a lifetime to go. You do not have to achieve everything in 2025. all your 2025 goals. If you don't reach them, that's okay. You know, God willing, you have a whole lifetime to go. Please don't ever feel like you're too old. Please don't ever feel like it's too late. Please don't ever feel like you cannot. You know what I'm saying? You can do anything you put your mind to. You could put anything you prepare yourself for. You can do anything you plan accordingly for. So, you know, do the steps necessary to set yourself in place for the things that you desire, and they will come to pass if it's meant to be. And you will know. You will feel it deep down if that's something that you should continue to pursue, or that's something that you should leave and, you know, pivot. And all of them are fine. It's okay. You know, there's no wrong answer, I feel like, when it comes to your dreams and your goals and how to navigate them. If you ask me, you know, some people, they feel like there's a right and a wrong way. But as far as I'm concerned, everybody's confused. The old people confused, the young people confused. We're all trying to figure it out. So figure it out on your own accord. And if you feel like you're not figuring it out, do not be scared to change. Do not be scared to switch things up, try new things. Do not be scared to change your career. Do not be scared to try that new hobby that you've been thinking about for years. And do not be scared to pivot. If it doesn't work, try it again. If it don't work, try it again. If it don't work, dust yourself off and try it again. Get up, put a band-aid on that knee, put a band-aid over that pride that's bruised, put a band-aid over the people that you think are judging you because you failed. Get up, wipe your knee down, get some alcohol, wipe it down, and get back up and keep going, keep trucking, and try again. Because the only way your dreams and your goals will not be achieved is when you give up on yourself. You give up and that's the end. You know what they say, a lot of dreams are in the graveyard because people gave up on themselves. Please do not give up on yourself in 2025. Please don't give up on yourself ever. You don't achieve it in 2025, lifetime to go. Don't let those dreams and your goals go with you when you go. You know what I'm saying? At least try. And if it doesn't work, that's okay too. That's okay too. Because we move. Okay? Yeah. I want to tell you guys about goals. So I told you guys about writing it down and making it plain and just jotting it down. Some of the biggest dreams, some of the smallest dreams. Write it down. Write it down. On top of writing it down, you guys, something that has been very pivotal for me this last year has been agendas. You guys, I picked this agenda here, this brown one, because it has like a budget tracker. So that's something that will be very important, you know, when I get these monions, when I get these checks. Very helpful just on the adulting side of things, getting things straight away, getting things organized for the new year, because when you start on track, it's easy to keep it going. So I did all of that in 2024, and I really felt like it was so helpful for me in my finances and just my overall goals, because we're talking about goals here. So, you know, it was very helpful for me. So I decided to just keep it going into 2025. In this other notebook, I have this. So this notebook is actually in conjunction with another notebooks, and that keeps me on track, and it's been really helpful for my videos this far. So I hope to turn it up a notch in 2025. So these notebooks are great. This is more so like the manifestation notebook, the planning notebook, how I want things to look, the vibe I'm trying to give. And this is going to be where I write it down and I plan accordingly, according to the month and everything else that I have going on. Agenda with my composition book, with this book, with this, you guys, I write a lot. As you can see. I love to write things down. That's just my personal preference. It helps me to just see things and really just capture things down. I'm a writer naturally. It keeps me organized, it keeps me on track, and it helps me to see things with my own two eyes and see what I have to do and really think about the action that goes into it. So that works for me. It might not work for everybody, but I I encourage you guys to find what works for you. Everything won't work for you. Writing on all 4 of these damn notebooks may not work for you. You might be like, to hell with all them damn notebooks, girl. The fuck, I'm not walking around with all them notebooks. Just scribble it down real quick. Just put it down and you can fine tune it later. That's another thing. That's another thing that messes with people. They want perfection immediately. Girl, if you're waiting for the perfect time to do certain things in your life, you're never going to do anything. There is no perfect time. There's no perfect time to get married. There's no perfect time to have children. There's no perfect time to go back to school. There's no perfect time to start that YouTube channel. There's no perfect time to do anything. You're never going to feel like you're fully ready. You're never going to feel like you have everything. You're never going to feel like you have enough money. You're never going to feel like you have all the equipment. You just need to do what you can with what you have and get started, and you can fine tune and you can improve and you can, you know, eliminate things and add other things in and perfect it as you go. Stop thinking that you have to start with the perfect product immediately. That's not how most things work. A lot of things started looking rough. A lot of things started looking a little rusty and dusty, but they improved over time, and you can see a lot of people's evolution through the things that they do. So just go ahead and start. Don't be afraid to start right where you are in 2025. It is okay. You can do it. People are going to talk. People are going to judge. But guess what? The people that are talking and the people are judging, a lot of the time are the people that are not doing anything. So do with that what you will. People that are grinding, the people that are starting from zero just like you, understand. They get the vision. They understand where you're coming from, and they're not saying too much because they understand that you have to start from somewhere. It's always those people that ain't really doing nothing for real, or they cannot relate to your path, that have the most to say, and let them talk because they're going to talk anyway. So while they're talking, you continue to start from where you are and improve, and just let that be that. And, you know, you continue to improve, and they're continuously just talking, but you're actually putting action towards your goals, and that's what's the most important thing. Please do not go into 2025 just writing things down. Make these plans plain, write it, and also follow up with action. That's the most important thing. We can hope all day, we can pray all day, we can wish all day for these dreams and these visions and these goals, but we have to put in the action. Have to put in the time. You have to put in the work. You have to put in the dedication. You have to put in the discipline. I want to talk about discipline and grace. Discipline. You guys have to push forth that feeling. And please believe, let's be clear, I'm talking to myself too. I promise you guys. I'm also talking to myself too. I myself need this talk just as much as you guys might need it. A lot of times we do not feel like it. A lot of times we are not in the mood. We literally need to push ourselves out of that procrastination, push ourselves out of that doubt, push ourselves out of that fear, push ourselves out of all of those emotions, all of those things that are holding us back. And we need to go for those dreams and those goals that we have for ourselves. A lot of times we are in our own way because we don't feel like it. Baby, we don't feel like doing a lot of things, but you go do it. You don't feel like going to work, but you go to work, right? Put that time into yourself as well. You don't feel like going to work, but you do go clock in and you go to work. So when you get off work and you have those dreams and goals that you want to achieve, clock in for yourself and put in that time and effort towards yourself as well. We're not gonna feel like it a lot of time. You're gonna have to stay up a little bit late. You're gonna have to stay up and record this video, because best believe, you guys, it is 12:30 in the morning and I'm recording this video. I got off work. I was dead tired. I came home. I ate dinner. One of my goals is to go to the gym regularly, so I went to the gym. I came home. I was so tired. I almost said F this video, but no. I was like, no, I need to stick to what I'm talking about. I need to stick to what I'm preaching. So I got up and I set up shop, and I'm here recording this video because, like, a lot of times we're not going to feel like it. it, but that is exactly what it is. You have to push past those feelings and keep that discipline going. Push back how you feel sometimes and stick to the discipline. Same for the gym. I didn't feel like going to the gym, but I was like, I'm trying to create this habit. I'm trying to create a lifestyle change. I need to get out of how I feel and go towards the discipline. The discipline is me going. I told myself I was going to the gym today, no matter if I'm there 20 minutes. I ended up staying there for 45 minutes because I was there and I was in my zone. But if I never went, I would have never got my workout in for today. If I never got up to film this video, you guys would not be watching this video. So you have to discipline yourself. You literally have to force yourself. You have to talk junk to yourself, because that's what I do. I'm like, you are being lazy. You ain't got no umph about you. Look at you allowing your feelings to get in your way when you know you got dreams and goals. You're never gonna achieve nothing if you just keep sitting and being lazy, girl. If you just keep not feeling like it every day, get up. And you know what? I bullied myself into recording this video, but here we are. And I think it's an amazing video, and I hope you guys are enjoying it, but I literally had to do what I had to do. Last but not least, I want to leave you guys with grace. In the midst of all these goals and dreams that we have for ourselves, I think it's important to give ourselves grace. Just like I was talking about time frame, I think it's important to give ourselves grace in our dreams and our goals and the things that we want to achieve in 2025, period. To talk about also like reprogramming our mind about grace. Like, I think it's so important to have grace, and I'm literally preaching to you guys why you should have grace. However, in the same breath, I want you guys to be careful with how you give yourself grace in your life. Grace is something that we should give ourselves always, but we should not abuse. Do not abuse grace to just slack off. Do not abuse giving yourself grace to just be lazy and do nothing. Do not allow giving yourself grace to allow you to see your dreams and your goals just slipping away from you. You know, it's important to be graceful with yourself. I lie to you not. No one will be more graceful to you than you. Treat yourself with love. Treat yourself with kindness. Treat yourself with the treatment and the love that you would desire for someone else. However, you would also want someone that you love to tell you need to get on your Zoom. You need to stop slacking. You need to stand up. You need to stand up, girl. You need to stand up. So allow yourself to be graceful in life and towards your dreams and your goals as you're actively trying to pursue them. But please do not forget that, you know, you need to have a balance. You need to push forward. You need to push through. And I know you guys can do it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope you guys have some amazing dreams and goals this year to come, and I want you guys to be very careful about who you talk to. Have discernment, but also don't be afraid to open your mouth, because closed mouths don't get fed. I'm wishing you guys a prosperous year, an amazing year to come. I pray that it is filled with love and laughter, a good old time, and I pray that it's just amazing for each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me a goal that you have down below. I already told you guys I want to go to the gym consistently. I want to get a 800 credit score. So I want you guys to tell me a little something that you don't mind sharing with others, and you know, I'm going to send you all the good vibes and the good energy. It's been an amazing time here at the panel, y'all, and I cannot wait to talk to you guys real soon. With the softest of love, I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later.